Hello everyone! Today we'll have a new lesson about fundamentals of programming or programming languages. Let's talk about first the definition of program, computer programming, and computer programmer. Computer program is a program or a set of instructions following the rules of the chosen language. Without programs, computers are useless. A program is also like a recipe. It contains a list of ingredients called variables and a list of directions called statements that tell the computer what to do with the variables. How about the programming language? Programming language is a vocabulary and set of grammatical rules or syntax for instructing a computer to perform specific tasks. Programming language can be used to create computer programs. The term programming language usually refers to high-level languages such as BASIC, C, C++, COBOL, FORTRAN, Ada, and Pascal. Programming language also you eventually need to convert your program into machine language so that the computer can understand it. There are two ways to do this. First, compile the program or interpret the program. Compile is to transform a program written in a high-level programming language from source code into object code. This can be done by using a tool called compiler. A compiler reads the whole source code and translates it into complete machine code program to perform the required task, which is output as a new file. While the interpreter is a program that executes instructions written in high-level language. An interpreter also reads the source code one instruction or line at a time, converts this line into machine code, and executes it. Then computer programming is the process of writing, testing, debugging or troubleshooting, and maintaining the source code of computer programs. This source code is written in a programming language like C++, Java, Perl, and so on. While a computer programmer, it is a programmer who someone writes computer program. Computer programmers write, test, and maintain programs or software that tell the computer what to do. But what are skills required to become a programmer? First, in terms of programming, writing computer programs for various purposes. Next skill is writing, meaning communicating effectively with others in writing as indicated by the needs of the audience. Next skill required to become programmer is reading comprehension. It means understanding written sentences and paragraphs in work-related documents. Another skill is critical thinking, wherein using logic and analysis to identify the strengths and weaknesses of different approaches. Computers and electronics, you should have knowledge of electric circuit boards, processors, chips, and computer hardware and software, including applications and programming. Another skill to required on how to become programmer is mathematics. This is the knowledge of numbers, their operations and interrelations, including arithmetic, algebra, geometry, calculus, statistics, and their applications. Next, the oral expression, wherein the ability to communicate information and ideas in speaking so others will understand. Another for oral comprehension is the ability to listen to and understand information and ideas presented through spoken words and sentences. Next skill is written expression, It is the ability to communicate information and ideas in writing so others will understand. Next is the written comprehension, the ability to read and understand information and ideas presented in writing. Another skill that are required to become a programmer is the deductive reasoning, the ability to apply general rules to specific problems to come up with logical answers. It involves deciding if an answer makes sense. Next is the information organization, wherein finding ways to structure or classify multiple pieces of information. Let's talk about generations of programming language. The generations of programming languages are the following. The first generation languages are 1GL or low-level languages that are machine language, followed by the second generation languages or 2GL are also low-level languages that generally consist of assembly languages. Next, the third generation languages or 3GL, which are high-level languages such as C. Next is the fourth generation languages or 4GL, are those languages that consist of statements similar to statements in a human language. Fourth generation languages are commonly used in database programming and scripts. Then, the fifth generation languages or 5GL are programming languages that contain visual tools to help develop a program. A good example of a fifth generation language is Visual Basic. Let's proceed to the types of programming language. There are three types of programming language. These are machine language, assembly language, and high-level language. The machine language and assembly language are both belong to low-level language. Low-level languages are closer to the language used by computer, while high-level languages are closer to human languages. Let us define machine language. Machine language is a collection of binary digits or bits that the computer reads and interprets. Machine languages are the only languages understood by computers. While easily understood by computers, machine languages are almost impossible for humans to use because they consist entirely of numbers. Example of machine language is 1691, 1600, 1530, 128, 1530, 129, 153, 130, 153, 0, 131, 200, 208, 241, 96. In high-level language, the example is 5 for I is equal to 1 to 1000, print A, next I. Example for the machine language. Let us say that an electric toothbrush has a processor and main memory. The processor can rotate the bristles left and right and can check the on or off switch. The machine instructions are 1 byte long and correspond to the following machine operations. For example, machine instruction is 0000, 0000. In machine operation, it is stop. Next, the machine instruction is 0000, 0001. In terms of machine operation, rotate bristles left. Next, machine instruction which is 0000, 0010, meaning rotate bristles right in terms of machine operation. Another machine instruction 00000100, meaning go back to start of program, and 00001000, meaning skip next instruction if switch is off in terms of machine operation. Let us talk about assembly language. Assembly language is a program written consists of a series of instructions mnemonics that correspond to a stream of executable instructions when translated by an assembler that can be loaded into memory and executed. Assembly language uses keywords and symbols, much like English, to form a programming language but at the same time introduce a new problem. The problem is that the computer doesn't understand the assembly code, so we need a way to convert it to machine code which the computer does understand. Assembly language programs are translated into machine language by a program called an assembler. For example, in machine language, this is 101100000001. In assembly language, it is correspond to move A1 sharp 061H, meaning move the hexadecimal value of 61 or 97 in decimal into the processor register name A1. Let's define the high-level language. High-level languages allow us to write computer code using instructions resembling everyday spoken language. For example, print, if, while, which are then translated into machine language to be executed. Programs written in a high-level language need to be translated into machine language before they can be executed. Some programming languages use a compiler to perform this translation and others use an interpreter. Examples of high-level language are Ada, C, C++, Java, BASIC, COBOL, Pascal, Python. So let's have the comparison of machine language, assembly language, high-level language in terms of the following. First, time to execute. In machine language, since it is the basic language of the computer, it does not require any translation and hence ensures better machine efficiency. This means the programs run faster. In assembly language, a program called an assembler is required to convert the program into machine language. Thus, it takes longer to execute than a machine language program. A program called a compiler or interpreter is required to convert the program into machine language. Thus, it takes more time for a computer to execute in terms of high-level language. Next comparison is regarding time to develop. In machine language, it needs a lot of skill as instructions are very lengthy and complex. Thus, it takes more time to program. While in assembly language, simpler to use than machine language, though instruction codes must be memorized. It takes less time to develop programs as compared to machine language. Then, in high-level languages, it's easiest to use, takes less time to develop programs, and hence ensures better program efficiency. So let's proceed to choosing a programming language. Before you decide on what language to use, you should consider the following. Your server platform, the server software you run, your budget, previous experience in programming, the database you have chosen for your backend. So that's all for the discussion about the following fundamentals of programming or programming languages. That's all. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.